What it do, YouTube? Great One DeVore here with part 2 of the Miami Dolphins 2016 off-season prediction video. If you didn't check out the first part, please be sure to check that out. Link is going to be in the description, and I just put a tag right there in your right-handed corner. But before we get started on that, we got some breaking news going on. Obviously, the Miami Dolphins have signed up basically a brand new head coach, Adam Gasse. Everybody's sitting back and asking me for my opinion about the situation, and honestly, another head scratching move from the Miami Dolphins front office, especially Stephen Ross. Like I don't understand what goes through his head every time he decides to make a coaching change. Like you would think the third time is the charm with him. Like honestly, we need a proven head coach. We need a proven head coach to come in and make the Miami Dolphins winners. And he keeps on bringing in all these unproven offensive coordinators, offensive coordinators. He hasn't even brought in a defensive coordinator yet, but keeps bringing in all these unproven offensive coordinators, and basically we're not going anywhere. Like Joe Philbin, offensive coordinator. Tony Sperano was an offensive coordinator. I can't even think of anybody else off the top of my head. That's how angry I am about the whole situation about bringing in Adam Gasse in. But I will say this, as far as a positive note, maybe he can help out Ryan Tannehill as far as his production on the field. But other than that, I'm disappointed in this head coaching move. Another reason is because as far as this Miami Dolphins team as a whole goes, we need a vocal leader. We need a vocal leader, like somebody that will motivate the team. Joe Philbin didn't do it. Tony Sperano did not do it, and Dan Campbell did that for us. And that's what the team actually need, because on this team period, as far as the players, we don't have that heart and soul player on our team. If we did, it used to be Cameron Wake, and like I said, I don't see Cameron Wake ended up staying here as far as him being our starting defensive end, considering how old he is and how he's coming off that Achilles injury. But yeah, it's head scratching to me. Head scratching. That's a dumb move. Let's put it that way. It's a dumb move. If you was gonna hire a coordinator or somebody like that, you should have just stayed with Dan Campbell. And way to go, Stephen Ross and Mike Tannenbaum. Way to go. Another dumb move to go with. Maybe I might be wrong going down in the future, but hey, that's just how I feel about the situation. But free agency. I'm gonna just give this little warning out right now that some of the players that are on the free agency list are not in real life. Maybe they ended up getting re-signed back to their teams, maybe not, but this generator right here is fairly accurate to tell you who exactly is a free agent, who is not. But in my honest opinion, the top priority, and I will say that with capital letters and underlines, is guard. Oh my gosh. Like, the last 3 off seasons, we have basically failed to sign a guard. And when it comes down to it, like I said, Dallas Thomas, some people ask why do I hate Dallas Thomas so much. If you saw them Miami Dolphins games, that man played terrible. Like he was in Pee-wee football. Terrible. And like terrible is an understatement for him. It is an understatement. So when it comes down to it, we're gonna have to get to work on finding us a decent guard. Like, it doesn't have to be a high price guard. But when I sat back and looked at it, the guard that I was really looking at was Ronald Leary from the Dallas Cowboys. Him and the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys had the last couple seasons, they had one of the number one offensive lines in the league. And I really feel that the Dallas Cowboys are going to end up not signing him back, is because they have Linville Collins starting over there as far as being that left guard. So I see him coming in for cheap, actually coming in for real cheap, only for $4 million. That's extremely cheap. I think he's a good quality starting guard. So put a little check mark next to his name, because Ronald Leary, I have a strong feeling that we will be able to get him. Second is going to be left tackle. Since considering how we're getting rid of Brandon Albert, I really feel that we're going to have to go pull out all the stops on that one too as well. So when it comes down to it, I feel that we're going to make a running at Russell Okung, the Seattle Seahawk. Did an excellent job in Seattle as far as a run blocker, and doesn't miss any games. Really doesn't miss any games. So I feel that we can put out a decent bid for him if the Miami Dolphins do exactly what they're supposed to do. So we're gonna go put a little check, make an offer to him, to Russell Okung. Now, when it comes down to this right guard spot, we also need a right guard, but I really doesn't. I want a veteran, a good veteran leader as far as a right guard goes. Doesn't have to be that great. It really doesn't have to be that great. Just a veteran leader. And honestly, I think we might be able to go left guard again and end up getting Evan Mathis back. Try to get Evan Mathis. If you guys didn't know, Miami Dolphins were basically the #1 team trying to get Evan Mathis in the last offseason, and Miami Dolphins were just being so freaking cheap. I don't understand it. Like, we needed a guard and we needed it bad. So why in the world would you not get the best left guard in the business in Evan Mathis? And we just did not do it. So I'm just gonna say that, hey, we're gonna put some money down for Evan Mathis too as well, because we need that veteran leadership on the offensive line, just in case Billy Turner does not work out in the offseason, and Jamil Douglas doesn't work out in the offseason. Now, when it comes next position of need, second position of completely need, we're going to go all the way up into the corner spot. Now, I put a trivia question out there in the first offseason video. Who is the #1? Who is basically a top free agent going into this 2016 free agent frenzy that used to play for the Miami Dolphins? And here you go. It is going to be Sean Smith. Like, just think about that for a second. Adding Sean Smith back to the Miami Dolphins defense. Like, I have to say, as far as this move going back then, 4 or 5 years ago, that had to be possibly one of the worst decisions that the Miami Dolphins have ever made in the past 10 seasons, because we still have not found that corner. Okay, maybe Brent Grimes has done a good job for us, but like, as far as when it came down to Sean Smith and Vontae Davis too as well, like, we basically drafted them a first and second pick, and we just let them go for cheap. We let them go for cheap. Like, Sean Smith, honestly, like, when he played for the Dolphins, he couldn't get interceptions, but still, like, we are in the age of corners that are 6 feet tall. You don't get rid of value like that. You just do not get rid of value like that. And I think the Miami Dolphins made a serious, huge mistake in doing that. So when it comes down to it, I feel the Miami Dolphins will make a huge run at getting Sean Smith. Really huge run at getting Sean Smith. So we're gonna send him a contract and see how that goes. Now, as far as the second corner, because we need 2 corners on our squad, looking at it, like I said, there's going to be a lot of corners going into the free agency list this year. Janoris Jenkins, he could be a prospect. As far as a leader, because we need some leaders on this team, I will go. Leon Hall could possibly come down to Miami. Man is another example of a 5'11" corner. I don't see that happen, but as far as being a vocal leader, I can see him being that, or maybe even the nickel corner. Leon Hall is an excellent nickel corner. But the guy that I'm looking at for cheap right now is Patrick Robinson. I remember him getting drafted. What team did he get drafted for? Oh, I think it was the Saints. Let me look at it again. It doesn't even tell you. But yeah, Patrick Robinson. I really feel that he can come in for a pretty cheap price. Pretty cheap price for the Miami Dolphins, and just slide him in as that second corner spot, and he can do some things for us. He can really do some things for us. So we're gonna send him a contract. How about that? Let's just send him a contract and see what he thinks. Moving on, the second position of need, I would say would be middle linebacker, because of the fact that as far as we just don't have that vocal leader. We need that vocal leader, and we're bringing in Adam Gasse. Bringing in Adam Gasse as our head coach. We need a vocal leader on this team. Like Ryan Tannehill, I like him as a quarterback, but as far as him being a vocal leader, he doesn't have that it factor. Like, just think about it, like that Ray Lewis it factor as far as a vocal leader. And as far as what I'm looking at right now, I don't see that vocal leader as far as being as a middle linebacker yet. Maybe we can get Sean Witherspoon for cheap, maybe. But other than that, I don't see any other vocal leader on in the free agency list. Like I said, we got rid of Koa Misi. Maybe going up. Maybe we can make a run in that. I don't even see any good quality left outside linebackers in here, so we might have to end up going off of what's going on in the draft. May have to do that. But honestly, we need a vocal leader. The Miami Dolphins, that is an absolute must going in. We need a vocal leader. And next position of need, I'm in the wrong spot. We go back. Next position of need is going to be the tight end spot. Like I said, Jordan Cameron, he can't come back for a pay cut. He may, but in my honest opinion, I see that being extremely bleak. Extremely bleak. But just for the hell of it, I'm going to go shoot him. No, I can't. Not for that much. So, oops, I'm gonna get out the screen. But not for that much. I can't give him $20 million. I can't. It's impossible for the Miami Dolphins to give him $20 million. Can't. You have so many other players like Jermaine Gresham. I don't like him, honestly. Can't catch the ball. But we might be able to get him for cheap. Kobe Fleener for the Indianapolis Colts might be able to get him. They might have the Indianapolis Colts might have a decision to make, because they have those both tight ends. The other tight end. Where's the other one at? Wayne Allen. Sorry, he's gonna be in free agency too. So I think they're gonna have to make a huge decision on which tight end they want to actually keep. So yeah, when it comes down to it, I see us making a run at a decent tight end. Larry Donnell may be out there, but as far as that goes, that's how it is. This is how it is. But I think that's about it as far as that goes. Everybody else we can find in the draft, honestly, I don't really see anybody else really appealing to the Miami Dolphins just yet. But once again, this free agency class for the cornerback spot in particular is extremely huge, and like not all the corners are on here as far as the free agency list, which I know there'll be a lot more. But yeah, just make sure that you watch out for all these corners in here. But other than that, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like always, you know that I will discuss that and reply back as soon as possible. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is Great One Devore. I'm up out of here.